Hi, I'm Sydney Wentworth, and I'm here with Henry Flemming, a former Union soldier who served in the Civil War. Hi, Henry.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Alright, so you're here to tell us about your journey. So where did it begin?
My journey began when I decided to enlist in the Union Army. My mother didn't think it was a very good idea. She thought it was kind of crazy. But I joined it for the glory and because all the stories I heard about the war. And so we arrived at camp, and it turned out to be different than I thought it was going to be. We were stationary for a long time. We were wondering if we were ever going to get in a battle. But soon we were called to battle, and everyone was excited, but I had this deep fear that I was going to flee. And when the battle came, that's exactly what happened, and so I fled.
How did you feel after fleeing the battle?
I felt guilty and a lot of self-hatred because I felt like I wasn't a true soldier and I let my regiment down. So later it was even worse because I met another regiment who had just come out of battle. And there was this tattered soldier, and he kept asking me where my wound was. I didn't have one because I hadn't been in battle. And I was ashamed because I felt like all the wounds people had were like their red badge of courage, and that it showed that they had courage in battle. Then I found myself amidst a running regiment, and I stopped the guy to see what was going on, and he just ignored me and hit me over the head with the butt of his rifle. So there got my first wound, obviously not a battle wound, but it was something. So then this cheery soldier led me back to camp, and all along the way I was thinking about how I could make up a story about my wound. So when I got back, my comrades asked me what had happened, and I was like, I was in this fierce battle and I got grazed with a bullet on my head, and they all believed me, and that kind of gave me some confidence because I felt like I was a true soldier even though I wasn't. But another thing that gave me confidence is this guy Wilson. He gave me a package, and with tears in his eyes he asked me to give it to his parents because he thought he was going to die in battle.
So how did Wilson giving you the package give you confidence?
Well, it showed me that he had weakness and that everyone else had weakness, and I wasn't the only one with fear, and I wasn't the only uncertain one. But in the next battle, it all turned around. I had this newly restored confidence, and I was assertive, an aggressive fighting machine, and I went crazy, and everyone was proud of me, and they were like amazed at what I could do, and I led the front of the lines for the next series of battles, and I was the color bearer.
So, how did this battle transform you?
It transformed me from like a fearful, lost, like doubtful youth to a courageous, confident, duty-bound soldier. I felt like I had my place in the army, and this journey, I felt like it brought me from innocence to maturity, you know?
That sounds like a very interesting journey that you went through.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thanks for inviting
Thanks
me.
for sharing.